A $700,000 bond has been set for a Gering man charged with sexually assaulting a 15-year-old girl. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, Jeremy Fulton was arrested late Thursday night after a warrant was issued charging him with first-degree sexual assault of a child and 3 other child sex crimes. Court documents say the victim told a school official about the alleged incident, who then alerted Capstone and law enforcement officers. In total, Fulton was arraigned on 7 criminal charges Monday afternoon in Scottsbluff County Court. Well, during last week's Scottsbluff City Council meeting, the public received an update from NPPD on the Scottsbluff 115 kilovolt transmission line project. Land Management Manager Alan Byerman provided the council with the scope of the project itself.
I think you've heard this before, but the benefit of this project is to help our transmission system in town. The transmission system is experiencing some congestion, and that will continue to increase as time goes on. And so what this line will do is will help that transmission system and its future operation, and it will increase the reliability and the resiliency of that system.
Following an open house last month, Byerman said that the number one concern from the landowners on the proposed route would be the impact to residences and homes. The current preferred route for the transmission line project would run west from NPPD's Scottsbluff headquarters on South Beltline, turn north onto Avenue Z until reaching 42nd Street. The line would then turn north on Highway 71, east on County Road H, and continue north on County Road 22 as it works its way to the Victory Hill substation on Lake Minnetonka Road. The second open house is set for today at the Hampton Inn from 2 to 7. We'll have more news right after this.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
Welcome back. A Sunday morning crash on the west edge of Mitchell sends one to the hospital. At approximately 7:15 a.m., an eastbound semi was traveling on Highway 26 as it entered Mitchell at a high rate of speed. Mitchell Police Sergeant Charles Menezes says the 26-year-old Canadian driver lost control and rolled the semi onto its top. The driver was wearing a seatbelt and only suffered minor injuries. However, the amount of property damage was far worse.
We had some city property, utility pole, the Mitchell Welcome to Pine, and a light pole were taken out. Vehicle, of course, was completely totaled. One of the cargo that he was carrying was an industrial milling machine, which is about 36,000 pounds. My guess with the damage and stuff that, it's probably no good to use either at this point, so.
Crews were on scene until approximately 4 p.m. in the afternoon. And approximately 8 hours later, Mitchell officers were dispatched to the BNSF Railroad crossing on 22nd Avenue for a train versus vehicle crash. Sergeant Menezes tells KNEB News that a young female driver had her car stall on the tracks. She was able to safely get out before the train arrived, but the train did total the car. And authorities say an 80-year-old Harrison man died from injuries suffered in a one-vehicle crash in Sioux County last week. The Nebraska State Patrol says a Chevy Trailblazer was northbound on Highway 29 last Wednesday shortly after 6 p.m. when it lost control on black ice and rolled about 30 miles north of Mitchell. Investigators say passenger Tom Conroy was ejected from the vehicle and pronounced dead at the scene. Troopers say a passing motorist stopped and attempted life-saving actions on Mr. Conroy, but were unsuccessful. 56-year-old driver Sidney Meidel of Harrison had to be extricated from the SUV by fire crews from Mitchell and Harrison and was taken by Valley Ambulance to Regional West.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Clear skies across the area to start the evening, and then we'll see a few clouds as we get towards sunrise. Temperatures down into the 20s and not really going much from there. Windy weather is going to continue over the next several days and turning sharply colder, and I mean cold, Thursday and Friday. Just a few snow showers in the forecast for us. Then things look nicer for Thanksgiving week. Yesterday we hit 42 degrees after a morning low of 24, about normal for this time of year. Nothing in the rain gauge out there again yesterday. We had a few flurries this morning, so trace there, and we're still below normal, closing in on 6 inches below normal for the year. Another below normal day yesterday, and another one today out there. And several more coming here this week, and nothing really as far as precip goes. And as you could see, maybe a slight chance of some snow showers Wednesday night, along with the passage of that frontal system. That's about it. And windy conditions going to stick around tomorrow, especially Thursday, and even Friday, Saturday, kind of blustery and chilly out there as well. Heading to school tomorrow, we're giving us a B in the morning with 21, partly cloudy skies. Heading home, C, only 41. And it's going to be mostly cloudy. As we take a look at temperatures, boy, we've got a large part of the country here experiencing this cold air. Areas from the Carolinas all the way, you could see a huge area here of very much colder than normal temperatures across the high plains. And that continues here in our area. We have teens and 20s. Nowhere really until you get into eastern Kansas above freezing right now. Closer to home, anywhere from 31 in North Platte and Ogallala, 19 is all in Valentine. Winds are out of the northwest at about 10 to 15, gusting at times to 20 to 30. So that's making it feel even colder out there. We've got wind chills in the single digits and teens. Very chilly conditions here across the region. Let's take a look at Futurecast then for tonight. A few flurries around. That's about it. Otherwise, skies are going to be primarily mostly clear. We'll kick most of these high-level clouds, thin clouds out of here as we go into Wednesday morning, and then some sunshine going to be around, but partly cloudy skies, I guess we'll call it tomorrow when we average everything all out. But the wind's going to be around, and again, a couple of snow flurries and snow showers along with the passage of that frontal system tomorrow night into Thursday. We're going to be dealing with lows tonight, teens, single digits there in Valentine. That colder air just off to the northeast of us. Tomorrow, 30s and 40s. And as far as precip goes, we could be picking up a couple of hundredths of an inch of moisture, mainly in the form, it will be in the form of snow, anything we do get, and it's going to be maybe a dusting to an inch in some areas tomorrow night, along with the passage of that frontal system. 18 is what we'll call it tonight for a low, with clear to partly cloudy skies. Another windy day tomorrow, turning windy and cloudy in the afternoon. Any snow showers, I think, will be after dark tomorrow, and a high of 43. Look at Thursday, though. Thursday and Friday, both days, only in the 20s for highs. We'd ordinarily be 52. We finally see by next week temperatures back closer to normal. But until then, another 3 or 4 days here of much below normal temperatures coming our way. And the coldest days certainly being Thursday and Friday. It'll be breezy to windy as well, so wind chills heading way below zero.
Make a great investment this Black Friday. Renewal by Anderson's awesome Black Friday event is back by popular demand. Don't wait another day. This is incredible. 20% off every window, plus a Visa gift card for up to $1,500. No money down, no interest, no payments for 18 months. You don't pay a dime until 2024. Make a fantastic investment. Act fast. This incredible offer runs from Black Friday, November 25th through December 9th only. But don't wait. Book your free estimate right now at rbawyoming.com. Renewal by Anderson's Black Friday sale is back.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the FNBO Ag Desk. FNBO, the Great Big Small Bank.
Supply chain issues, a possible rail strike, and other factors are adding stress to the movement of grains once harvested. Bart Mosman, general manager of Farmers Cooperative in Hemmingford, says moving out the wheat crops didn't pose a problem.
But we were able to move about 4 shuttles of wheat out of Hemmingford before corn harvest started. So we actually had some pretty good luck with some rail logistics at that time. So we actually haven't experienced that much rail disruption because we haven't been shipping much rail. But we are seeing it on maybe just single cars more than we are anything. Like our millet that we like to ship out by rail usually is in single cars. So we're seeing some slowness in that type of shipments.
Mosman says for fertilizer, it's a different story.
Fertilizer is a different story. There's a lot of fertilizer that likes to move up the river on barges and then gets offloaded and either put on trucks or rail cars. That's slowing some things down on fertilizer. So you've also seen some weakness in bean basis because of the river also, where beans aren't able to move down into the river, so they're moving more into the interior and into the Pacific Northwest. We're actually not going to be moving any corn out of this area either. But I think there's actually going to be some corn coming into the area from maybe the eastern corn belt into western Nebraska, eastern Colorado, western Kansas. But yes, just overall drought conditions in the whole Nebraska panhandle, and then eastern Colorado, western Kansas.
Mosman says right now there's a lot of volatility, and farmers are concerned about everything from the weather to inputs for next year.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. The Community Calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. First State Bank is now Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the same people you know and trust.
One of my big responsibilities is making Runza Rand. I put all of my love into making Rand because it is the best by far. What are you doing if you don't get Rand?
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
And finally tonight, the Riverside Discovery Center in Scottsbluff is looking to fill several top leadership positions following the resignations of Executive Director Anthony Mason and Head Keeper and Education Curator Alex Mason, as they will be moving back to Florida to be closer with family. Anthony has served as Executive Director at the zoo for the past 6 years, helping spearhead fundraising projects for the new bear exhibit and splash pad, as well as bringing several new exhibits to the facility. Alex Mason played a pivotal role in local enrichment programs and introducing school-aged children to some of the smaller animals at the zoo. RDC Board President Katie Gompert says the organization is grateful for the contributions the Masons made, and the board is committed to quickly filling the positions and will look to use a combination of applicants from inside the RDC and through the AZA network. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.